Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're taking a look at a fintech startup that's tackling a massive challenge, a challenge faced by millions of informal, cash-based businesses that are, the real engines of our local economies.
Okay, so here's how we're going to break it down. First, we need to understand the core problem these businesses are up against every single day. Then, we'll look at the solution UdhaarSetu brings to the table, see how the platform actually works, check out the real-world impact it's having, and finally, wrap up with the mission that's driving this whole thing. So, let's just set the scene for a moment. We're talking about the daily grind, the financial reality for millions of small, informal business owners. These are the entrepreneurs who are the absolute lifeblood of their communities. I want you to picture the tea stall owner you see on the corner, or the street vendor selling fresh vegetables, or maybe that local shopkeeper you pop into every so often. Their whole livelihood, their entire business, it all depends on having enough working capital to keep things moving, to buy new inventory, and just serve their customers.
These entrepreneurs are incredibly resourceful, and they are absolutely essential to the very fabric of our neighborhoods. But, despite all that hard work, they often come up against this huge, invisible wall when it comes to getting financial help.
And that right there is the heart of the problem. Because they operate informally, they often don't have the paperwork or the credit history that traditional banks demand. So what happens? They're basically locked out of the exact financial system they need not just to get by, but to actually grow and succeed.
This is precisely where a new solution comes into the picture, one that's designed specifically to build a bridge right over that gap.
So here's the crucial thing to understand. UdhaarSetu doesn't lend any money itself. Think of it more like a really smart, tech-savvy matchmaker. It connects these entrepreneurs with the regulated financial institutions that can provide the credit they so desperately need.
And hey, this isn't just about some faceless app. The whole process kicks off right there on the ground. You've got field agents meeting vendors where they are, building real trust, explaining how it all works, and helping them take that very first step.
All right, so let's dig into how the platform actually builds on that initial conversation. How does it create this simple, seamless digital path to getting funded?
The whole process is really designed to be super accessible. A field agent helps the vendor get registered quickly on a smartphone. Then, the platform uses different kinds of data to figure out if they're a good candidate for a loan. Once that's done, it securely shoots their application over to a lending partner. And the best part? The approval comes through as a simple notification right to their own phone.
And this, right here, just illustrates UdhaarSetu's core purpose perfectly. It's that vital digital link. It basically translates the day-to-day reality of an informal business into a language that a formal financial institution can understand and work with. It creates the secure pathway for credit to finally start flowing.
Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. Let's look at the actual tangible difference that this access to credit makes in the daily lives and businesses of these entrepreneurs. This is where the rubber meets the road.
You know that moment a loan approval notification pops up on their phone? It's just so much more than a transaction. It's this incredible moment of relief, it's validation for all their hard work, and honestly, it's a powerful injection of hope for the future. And you can see that impact perfectly in the words of the entrepreneurs themselves. Listen to this shopkeeper. They didn't just get a loan. They got the opportunity to stock up for a huge sales season, and as a result, they literally doubled their business. That's life-changing.
The benefits just create this amazing positive ripple effect. With access to money, vendors can buy more stock. Of course, that lets them serve more customers. That leads directly to a higher daily income, which brings some much-needed stability, and for the first time maybe ever, it gives them the breathing room to actually plan for the future.
But this incredible individual impact, as powerful as it is really just one piece of a much, much bigger mission. At its very heart, this whole thing is about leveling the playing field. It's about making sure that the hard-working folks who are the absolute backbone of our local economies have a fair shot, an equal opportunity to access the financial tools they need to succeed.
And by combining that smart technology with that critical human touch, this model is really working and scaling up. It's reaching and empowering more and more vendors every single day, which enables growth not just for those individuals, but for their entire communities, in big cities and small towns alike.
And really, that's the final thought I want to leave you with. It's not just about the entrepreneurs being helped today, but about the absolutely incredible, untapped potential that's just waiting to be unlocked if every single deserving business owner had the right bridge to financial inclusion. Just imagine what our communities would look like then.